Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben.
And we are AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Death Note episode 30. It's been like 30 weeks since we started this show. That's crazy. It's like such a big part of my life.
You're so right about that. We put out like an episode a week.
Yeah.
It's been 30 weeks.
It's
That's
crazy.
Insane.
That's
not possible. Is it?
Yeah.
We've been watching this show for that long?
Probably. But this show is a big part of my life. I am in love with it from a storytelling perspective mainly.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, one of my favorite characters, Chief Yagami, has died, as well as my previous favorite character, L. So I don't know. I'm curious. I feel like the story is taking its steps to its ending.
Yeah. Are you as attached to it since L's been gone?
The show?
Yeah. My attachment level has changed. Like I'm still intrigued. I'm still interested.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the ending. But like L was like my attachment to the show. Like, and his dynamic with Light.
I don't think it's changed my attachment to the show. I think that my happiness when watching the show is different because I think that character brought me like laughter and like just like, you know, I think laughter and happiness, and like I smiled when that character was on the screen. I'm still just as interested in the show and I'm still enjoying it, I'd say, as much. But it's just it's more meek. It's more like it's not as like a happy, laughing, funny moment as it was.
Or like,
prior.
aw, you know, because like sometimes Elle would say something just about friendship to Light that would make my heart hurt a little bit that Light was Kira.
I definitely feel like
Elle's
the show is ending. Like I feel like that, like
feel
we
like
are
it's
taking
ending,
steps
yeah.
into the ending of the show. They're like, you know.
Will the world be a more peaceful place after episode, I think 37 is the last episode?
It depends who you're asking.
I know, but I mean that it depends on
If
a lot of things.
If Kira stays alive and Light stays alive, or if he gets caught, or if he gets killed, or what, you know?
You know what I realized? Misa and Light are gonna be together forever, even after death. Because they've both used the Death Note.
If there's a place they go.
Or if they just wander around like ghosts, or do they just like disappear?
I'm not sure. It's a good question.
I wonder if we'll see that.
Maybe. But right now we have Chief Yagami's death. We have Nier going somewhere. Probably to like his underground boss, or I thought maybe like in the discussion last episode, maybe goes to Nier if he's like really out of options. But I don't know because Nier's already working with L, but Nier doesn't know L is Kira. This is so fucked up.
Or I feel like part of me believes that Nier is maybe at least 1% suspicious of Light being Kira. And one of my reasons for thinking that is I feel like that's one of the reasons why he's not taking control of the situation, and he's letting fake L act out the part. And you know, because what if he trips up and puts basically a target over his head being like, I'm actually Kira.
Very true.
Also, most of the SPK is dead, so.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I don't know how they win. I don't know how anyone wins.
What
Nobody's
is winning?
Yeah, exactly. What is winning? All right, I'm ready. You? Sweet. Good. I am gonna miss listening to this intro. We still have like 7 more weeks. We're fine.
It is gonna take us like 7 more weeks. There was a much more badass feel to this like half of the show, with like the guns and the more like secret operations and the explosions.
I feel like it's scaled up with the scaling up of Kira's effect on the world, you know?
The current Kira is foolish and overconfident, not to mention unusually cooperative with task force. So much so that I suspect he's working hand in hand with them.
Wow.
Would make the second L and Kira one and the same person.
That was quick.
Having said that, I'll admit that I'm only 7% certain.
7%.
Wait, what was L's percent?
Justice.
For who? What is justice?
Been less crimes lately in Japan and around the world. It's because of Kira. My daddy told me that if you do something bad, your name will be written on the internet and Kira will kill you.
Jesus.
Please, not my name! Leave me alone, or I'll put your names on the internet!
It's being used as like...
Kira, please kill.
That's the dark way it can be used.
That's a dark way it can be used. God damn it.
Did they make an anime about Kira? Oh no.
It is my honor to be appointed by Kira as his spokesman.
What?
That's not true.
It's not a hoax, it's the absolute truth.
No.
Happen to know
If anybody deserves to be killed by Kira, it's this guy.
Switch it back to the press conference. The president's about to start. All they said was that it was going to be some sort of international announcement.
You don't do anything.
I forgot they could see
I
Ryuk
love that
for
they're
a
just
second.
feeding him apples.
The United States will no longer oppose Kira.
Wow.
I've done it. I've even brought America to its knees.
Are you saying that Kira is justice?
Justice? No, I never said that. But because of Kira, war and conflict have ceased to exist.
We are not acknowledging Kira as a symbol of justice. We are simply saying that, as a country, we will not take any actions against him. How is that any different?
I can't believe it. This is America. How can their government do something so cowardly like this?
Do you guys ever think that maybe Kira isn't completely evil?
What? What kind of question is that, Matsuda? So now you think Kira is justice too?
I don't really know. But I think that Kira's trying to fight evil and change the world in his own way. So maybe...
You're wrong, Matsuda. People are only afraid of losing their own lives. How can you think that's real peace?
What do you think Light's gonna say as, like, his fake facade?
Call Kira a savior. When it comes down to it, I've always been a really weak person. But I'm also a detective. I can't accept Kira. It's just that I can't completely hate him either. I guess I must be crazy or something, huh?
No, you're not crazy. You're normal. I'm sure that on some level, Kira probably knows that what he's doing is evil. But he'll try to change the world even as a martyr, at the cost of his soul.
Yo.
It's his brand of justice.
He is at the cost of his soul. I
Yeah.
mean, that's true.
If Kira gets caught, then that makes him evil. But if he wins and rules the world, then I guess he's justice. It's only a matter of time. Kira will be justice.
It looks like we've been disbanded, thanks to that chicken of a president. No, he's not even a chicken. He's less than a maggot. There's no way accepting Kira will lead to anything good.
Who? Mello. God damn it! Why do you always have chocolate with you? It's the worst moment.
What should we do?
Let him in.
Let him in.
Mello, welcome.
Drop your weapon!
Oh, he's hurt.
Everyone, please put away your guns. Remember that our primary objective is still to catch Kira. Killing Mello right now will do nothing to benefit our investigation.
It seems like things have been going just as you planned, Nier.
I've pretty much figured out who Kira is, and it's mostly thanks to everything you've done.
Shut up, Nier!
Mello, if you really want to shoot me, then go ahead and do it.
Stop! If you shoot him, then the rest of us will have no choice but to shoot you too.
You think he was gonna do it?
You have a
I
good
don't
point.
think so.
Anyway, I'm only here for one thing. I came to take back that photograph you have.
Oh, of him?
I got it from the orphanage. I've already gone ahead and dealt with everyone who knows your face, both inside and outside Whammy's house.
Jesus.
Be quiet.
Nier.
Whoa.
Oh.
Don't you get, like, the visual, like, both of them combined could really be L?
Things have no intention of working together with you on this.
Yes, I know.
Until 3 episodes from now.
Just take my photo and leave. That wouldn't be right, so I'll settle my debt.
Ooh.
It belongs to a Shinigami. Whoever touches it is able to see a god of death.
I believe him completely. What good would it do for him to tell an outrageous lie like that? Even if he had something to gain, he could at least come up with a more believable story.
Also, some of the rules written inside are actually fake. That's all I can tell you for now.
Damn.
He settles his debts. Interesting.
Which of us is gonna reach Kira first, I wonder?
The race is on. Right.
They interact kind of like brothers.
Yeah.
But I guess they grew up in the same home, you know? It is kind of like they're brothers.
The false rule must be the one that states a person will die if he doesn't write a name within 13 days. Please set up a connection to L.
And he thinks 7%.
It's near.
L, I thought you should know that we caught Mello. But he escaped soon afterwards.
Is he gonna let him know that he knows the rule's fake?
Let him get away, am I right?
No. We tried to restrain him, but he was too quick. Have you been able to confirm the existence of such a creature?
Yes, I can tell you for a fact that Shinigami do exist. I didn't share that information with you at the beginning because I was certain you would never believe me.
I would like to ask the Shinigami a few questions.
Can he hear him?
Forget it, I'm not up for that. I have reason to believe that one of them is fake.
A fake?
Oh God!
Well, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on this. Out of all the rules, which do you think is the fake?
Which do you think is fake?
The obvious choice would be the one stating that the owner of a notebook will die if they don't write a new name in it every 13 days.
Look at his sweat droplet.
I know.
I thought you might say so.
Shinigami, you know the rules of the notebook well. Tell us, are any of them false? No, they are all real.
I see. You have a Shinigami there with you? I think I'm beginning to get the picture.
That
In
smile.
other words, Kira is there in the room, and he's making the Shinigami lie on his behalf.
Holy shit!
He nailed it.
Breathe.
What do you mean?
Being alive after more than 30.
Are they gonna get suspicious of light?
Yeah.
Oh.
Even if that's true, it doesn't mean he's guilty. Before he passed away, the deputy director
That's
himself
true.
was able to confirm that he didn't have a notebook.
So,
Problem, I suggest we verify the rule this way. I will volunteer to write down Mello's real name in the notebook. Of course, that means he'll die. If I also die 13 days later, well, then I guess Kira wins.
Just a game to him?
holy shit.
Testing and confirming the 13-day rule can only benefit the Kira investigation. By possible death, there would be no drawbacks. I'm willing to put my life
Elle
on
was
the line
also willing
Yeah.
for the case.
Test
I
it.
answer him based on my feelings alone. Could you please wait for a moment? We need to discuss your suggestion.
Turning
You
to
can say
them, that
we
was a
must
good,
respect human life
was a good
and deny
idea.
this request. But I can't suggest that.
I'm against the idea myself. I don't believe that Kira's hiding among us. We can't
Among
use
us.
the notebook.
I feel the same. I'm opposed to the test.
Near, we've talked it over and we can't allow you to use the notebook like that.
I had a feeling you might say so. No matter. Members of the Japanese task force. Was there ever a point in the investigation where the second L was suspected to be Kira?
Holy shit.
Later dropped? If any intention of helping my investigation and taking down Kira, then call the number I'm about to give you. Day or night, I will answer.
There's no way that Light could be Kira. No, it's more like I don't want to believe he's Kira. This could change everything.
It's not that they believe, it's that they don't want to believe that he
The only holdup
Kira.
is Chief Yagami
that's-
seeing, you know?
and them just not wanting to believe he's actually Kira.
The SPK is still trying to catch me despite your recent announcement. I want you to stop them immediately. And I want you to use the American police, the CIA, the FBI, and all other law enforcement organizations at your disposal to find out where the SPK members are currently hiding. I want you to forward that
He's
information to
using
third parties.
the American president.
This is ridiculous.
Mr. President, whether you live a long life or not is up to you.
Mr. Demigod, please, we're going to New York.
We are going to crush an organization that dares to defy Kira, the United States himself.
Kira got the show involved.
Happen when we get there. Hell, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, and I don't really care. Sakura TV's ratings are gonna
Jesus Christ. Well, this is how the show's gonna ramp up again. Like...
But if Light is Kira, and I just come out and say we should investigate him again, then I'll probably end up dead just like Elle. That won't solve anything.
Aizawa.
13-day rule.
He's a good one.
Huh. We have a long history. I can tell exactly what you're thinking about and what's bothering you. Between you and me, you should go ahead and do what you think is right.
All right. I'll see if I can contact Nier without letting Light know.
Shit, no.
Okay. I'll make sure that no one knows what you're doing. You can count on me.
Please don't kill Aizawa.
If he kills them, then...
It's suspicious.
Yeah.
This has created a weird work environment.
This is really bad. Turn on the TV. It's Demigawa.
This is Demigawa Live. My comrades and I have finally pinpointed the hideout of the evil organization bent on trying to catch our beloved god Kira. We now have the building.
They're calling him a god.
Are they trying to get eyes on Nier so Misa can like see his name and kill him?
Within the building, but they won't be able to hide from us for long. Behold the power of the people, the power of justice.
People are like rioting.
Jesus Christ.
You're right, Misa's watching.
I'm gonna write his name in the notebook.
What's going on, Nier? Could it be that this is some sort of plot by Mello to finish off the SPK?
He sounds a little too happy.
Surely it couldn't be that the SPK's security was so lax that even a normal citizen could find out where it was located.
He's lying through his
Why are you being a bitch though about it?
He doesn't like losing.
I
Neither
know.
of no one in this show likes
I
losing.
know, but like that's gonna make him way more suspicious to the rest of the people in the office, you know?
It's almost, yeah, I know. I don't know if that was like a voice acting choice.
He sounded
but
like...
he sounded like he was lying through his teeth. It didn't even sound like he was trying to lie. It sounded like boasting, like he was happy.
Yeah.
You know, and you're right. Like, was that a choice that other people in the room could hear his vocal tone and be even more suspicious of it? And think that Light had something to do with what's happening on Sakura TV?
Part of me doesn't believe that Nier is gonna get seen and then like his name's gonna be written down, but at the same time, I don't know what it would take to get him out of this situation.
Ooh, I just thought of something. If he did, wouldn't that piss Mello off? Mello wants to beat Nier. Wouldn't he be pissed if Nier disappeared from the game and he didn't get to finish him off himself?
Or that,
so
or
that Mello become the ultimate like revenge seeker against Elle, maybe?
Either that, or it would mean that Mello won, because obviously Nier lost in the race against Kira. You know what I mean? I'm not sure.
But their goal is to figure out who is Kira.
What if the number that Nier gave was to Mello? Like, what if he gave them Mello's number just in case that he would die? But there you go. I think Nier
really
still wants to
like
win.
To Mello, it wouldn't be winning if he hasn't already. It's only winning if one of them's like, I know who Kira is, and the other one lost.
Yeah,
it's not
I get
winning
you.
if Mello hasn't even figured it out or proved it, and then Nier dies.
Yeah.
So there's potential there plot-wise for it to be okay that Nier dies.
I feel like I don't know. Okay, do you think Aizawa's gonna call? That brought up the tension for me like tenfold.
Well,
I'm really
I think
happy
it's too
this
late
happened.
at this point.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Matsuda called. I'm like on the fence because Matsuda kind of agrees. Like he can understand the like focal, like the ideals of Kira and why people support him and feel like he's the savior. But I also feel like Matsuda would have totally run out of that room and immediately called that number.
Well, you know what? That's not a bad guess because I think that Matsuda's been set up for us as like a very like morally right character in the sense that he like understands Kira's like and how that could be justice but still wants to catch him, and he's not the only one not in the room right now, you know?
Well, he just ran in the room to tell them to look.
Yeah.
But he has said, like, even though I can understand it, I'm still going to try to catch Kira.
Yeah.
And so he's already stated his resolve that it doesn't matter to him if what Kira is doing could be good to some people. This is still his job, and he's still going to do this.
Yeah.
And also, he wasn't the first person to bring up, are we suspicious of light, right? After the 13-day rule conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he would have called, because he would have been like, well, no matter what, this might help catch who Kira is.
So do you think he's actually Kira's spokesperson?
I have a feeling that Misa Kira is, like, sending him messages. Because obviously they had to plan out this whole... I don't know if he was when we first saw him in the beginning of the episode, but I think Kira decided to use him for
Kira's kingdom.
For this American SPK decimation mission.
I love that there's a TV show for him.
Kira's kingdom.
One of the like most jarring things, I guess, in this episode to me was like the perspective of the everyday person's life in the world about Kira. Like, leave me alone or I'll put your name on the internet. Kira, please kill, you know? That's very... Like, people are afraid, like committed...
Even minor criminals. I'm sure this person probably didn't even commit a major crime. It was probably, like, something silly that there still has to be a report about.
And just please, not my name. Don't put my name on record. Like, that's fucking terrifying.
Because it goes past the point. It's like, at that point, how does Kira know who is a real criminal if normal everyday people are going to start using his power indirectly by killing off people they want killed?
Yeah.
By lying or making it seem like this person did something bad when maybe they didn't, and it was just like petty revenge. Like, because no one's gonna stop you from posting someone's name on the internet, you know? Like, and you don't have to prove necessarily that they did what you're saying that they did.
Yeah.
It ends up making people... You know what it does? It turns people against each other. Like, it's like people can't just enjoy peace. They start to get scared and suspicious. Or it's like,
you're walking on
peace.
Eggshells.
Yeah, and then you're like, wait, if I do one thing, is that going to make that person upset? And then they're going to put my name on the internet? It, like, there's a constant fear now.
Sure, there's technically peace in the world, but you could argue at what cost? Is this true happiness? Is this true peace? It's like...
Is peace living in fear?
Okay, so, like, there's, like... In, like, philosophy, there's an argument or, like, a term called moral desert, and it's, like, the whole idea of doing something good to get something out of it in the end. Like, if you're doing something good based off of the sole reason of going to heaven, then are you doing something good because you're doing it for an arguably selfish reason, you know? And if you're doing good in this world just in order to keep the peace or because you're scared you're gonna die, is that true... happiness? Is that true joy? Is that true peace?
It's fear.
Yeah.
You're being a good citizen and trying to live by whatever justice that the god Kira has set out rule-wise. I mean, obviously there must be some guidelines that people have, like, learned from Kira's actions of what would keep them safe.
Yeah. You know, I'm happy. I'm happy with this episode. Like, I thought that they handled it really well. The difference of perspective. I like the TV show. It definitely ramped up the intensity of it, having Nier straight up give like a chance for the task force to, I guess, like, suspect Light, right? Like, we have acknowledgement that the 13-day rule's fucking fake. Like, so everybody in the room's like, shit. You know, I like that from...
I liked your theory that the phone call might have gone to Mello instead of Nier. I like that theory. I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
It makes me think of how L operated under the assumption that he might die and be killed by Kira. And he had things in place for just in case. And he was, like, thinking 5 steps ahead, like, this is going to possibly cost me my life. I need to be prepared at any point that Kira figures out who I am.
We just don't know if Nier cares enough about that, about, like, the overall justice, or if he's just, like, too enthralled in the game. Because if it's, like, too enthralled in the game, I don't think he'd give them Mello's phone number. But if he actually cares about Kira being caught, like Elle did, like, for the greater good primarily, then I think he would.
Right. And then that opens up the question about either of them, Mello or Nier. Do they care at all about catching Kira for anything other than the game? I don't know for either of them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's room for either of them to have more feelings on it and more determination or drive for it other than wanting to beat each other. I just don't know if that's there at the moment.
All right, that's all I have, you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope to see you next time.